Hello, hello, good afternoon. Let's see who is here. Mick Fernando, hello. Hubert, one drunk man, 43. Damn, that's a lot of talking. Harry Smallwood, hello. Your Class 80 R2 is out for delivery? Wait, actually, that's pretty funny. Rob, hello. Codabra, how's it going? $50 less for the B stock? Yeah, and I think like shipping is like 30 bucks only too, which is actually pretty good pricing for shipping. So I thought that was kind of neat when I was looking at the website too. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so yep, so a few streams back to back this week. I just happened to have more free time after I had this big deadline, so I've been just like kind of taking advantage of that. I also wanted to kind of clear a few things because I am eager to build some other stuff too. So yeah, I think trying to get stuff done. Really, that's what it is. So here we are, Jaguar. Yeah, it's nice. You know, I put GMK Regal on this, right? And I've thought about taking it off, right? I was like, oh, maybe I'm gonna put a different set, like different purple set or something. I don't know. And then it has really tight tolerances, right? Like even for GMK. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna take off these keys, right? And like the tolerances are so tight that I was like, never mind. I'm just gonna leave it. So I've left it out of pure laziness of not wanting to deal with the tight tolerances of the set. So yeah. Clownfish OG, hello, how's it going? Your dolphin is like that too? Which is that the 2021 dolphin? I actually didn't know that one had really tight tolerances, did it? Oh really? I have a 2021 dolphin too. Yeah, I guess it does have tighter tolerance, but it's not. I think the Jaguar is like particularly tight tolerance for every cap, like Cherry and Artisans and everything else. So yeah. All right. So yeah, today we're gonna be building Class 80 R2 here. I was sent this also by Studio. And obviously the purpose of the build is to showcase it, and of course it is also because it will help them, you know, hopefully if you guys are convinced that, you know, they'll have some extra sales for their current in-stock units. So they have them currently in stock. I believe the price for the A stock units is about 355 US, and B stock is like $50 cheaper. Plus, you can also get them shipped for, I think, $30 is the shipping for expedited shipping to the US, at least for the price. To me, that's about the price. But it's pretty solid. I mean, it comes with a case, and I believe it comes with standard palm plate. And you know, it has all the accessories, right? But then you can also get like the electric capacitive kit, and that's like with a stainless steel plate. That's like $450, I think. So yeah. Chat and Light, I need some endgame TKL suggestions except Kohaku. Kohaku is not a TKL, so it wouldn't work, right? But I mean, there is a lot of boards that people like. I would say like, I mean, there's a few that a lot of people talk about these days. I think that would be like the Mercy 84, which I've built before. The Daji 84 also, which I've built. Of course, there's like TGR. So that would be like JMB2, JMB2 CE, JMB2 ME. Then there's like the K-pop boards, like there's like IU and RBB. Those all use like JMB2 style plate, or koala style plate, however you want to see it. Then there's some customs that people like, Whale V2 from Linworks. Some people really like the Dolphin, some people don't. Then there is, of course, like Keycult. The Keycult number 1 and number 2, both pretty solid, in my opinion. For especially for gasket mount, those are pretty nice. I do think I end up liking the number 2 more than number 1, but actually they have different aesthetics. It also depends on what you like better. What else? I mean, there's of course a Jaguar, and there's N-Dash. N-Dash is pretty lit, but N-Dash is hard to find because there never was a public run for it that was like bigger. So there isn't many N-Dashes to get, so it's kind of hard to get. So I think that would be like why I wouldn't recommend it, just because of how difficult it could be to get one. I mean, this is like, you know, recommending stuff that like it's particularly hard to get. At least for like, let's say the JMB2, you can get the ME, which is pretty much the same as the CE, right? So yeah. Anyway, so let's get started. So today we're building this RME Studio Class 80, as I said, and these are these new switches that was sent from Click-Clack.io's partner. I think they're called like JLab or something like that. And these are going to be in stock switches soon. They haven't released yet. I believe they release towards the end of the month. So towards the end of March, and these will come in both factory lubed and regular forms. I took a quick look at some of the switches here, and these I believe are, let me check the specs exactly, but they're like 42 cents a switch, going to be, let's see, nylon housing for everything. Stem is palm. 20 millimeter stainless steel spring. Bottom out force is 58 grams. And total travel is 3.5. OEM manufacturer SWK. So a long pole style switch. And with a pretty long spring. It's interesting how they designed this. Actually, there are some little details that I've noticed on this switch that do look kind of cool, which I can show a little bit up close. Oh, Rive is with the Hug Kiwi. Where is he actually? I think he's sleeping, but I can bring him in a bit. Maybe give me like 15 minutes, 20. Are those switches floss modded? You can't floss mod MX switches. FYI. Anyway, so purportedly these switches, which look pretty cute, I don't know if this is different from other SWK switches, but one thing I did notice that it's a switch that has 3.5 millimeter in travel, but if you can see the housing over here, let me see if I can get my tweezers to kind of show you. But it's interesting how the bottom out actually like is covered, like the stem is actually covered all the way because they put extra bit of plastic up here. So that was I thought that was kind of neat, because usually long poles bottom out like this, but then the stem itself sticks out. So I think they kind of put this there maybe to prevent some of the stem wobble there. But yeah, so that was neat. But I guess maybe all SWKs are like this. I thought that was a cool thing. I don't really pay too much attention to newer switches these days, so can't say much about it. And I think these are pre-lubed, so I'm gonna open it up. So there is the spring and the housing, bottom housing. So taking a quick look here, I don't really think there's much lube in there. The lube application is going to be on the stem from what I can see. So let me get that placed here. It's might be a little hard to see due to the wobbling here, but there is a tiny amount of lubrication on the leg, on the two legs over there. Actually, you can see the legs kind of like at the very end deform slightly because of the little bit of lube that's there. And then and then a little bit of lube on the side as well. So pretty minimal amount of lube on these guys. Yeah, and I think that's pretty much all the application of lube that's on this. Another thing that's interesting about this switch is, oh god damn, it keeps like falling because I try to keep it sideways. Is that it has this little, you guys see how that little top part of the slider actually is split, kind of like a little kind of like those high move silent switches do it, but it's on the rail itself. So that gliding part that's like split is going to kind of dampen the upstroke a little bit. So that's kind of like why they supposedly added it, because it does kind of like bend if you like press down on it. So it has a dampened top. Yeah, it has a dampened top out indeed. So actually I think if I press it with the tweezers, it actually does compress a little. It's a little hard to see, but yeah, it does kind of like do that. So yeah, that's kind of like the switch overall. It doesn't really have anything else other than that that I've noticed. But yeah, it uses like those like the box style stem. Some manufacturers have been using a lot of these. So yeah. Sometimes this can be a little bit of a pain for, like, let's say like you have artisans or something, because not all artisans are made the same, and the stem, like that rounded part of the stem, doesn't necessarily fit due to just variations in the way people do their molds and their casting. So, but yeah, there it is, SWK. And the color is this nice blue, white, and milky top. But yeah, it's supposed to be, the box stems are supposed to be like the dust-proof thing. I don't think, like, I mean, I haven't really heard of box stems ripping keycaps anymore, but then again, I haven't really paid attention to that either. That said, I don't really like put my ears out there to listen out for stories like that, but I personally haven't really seen at least friends of mine that have suffered from that anymore. But purportedly there are some reports, but I'm not sure if I can believe them. I don't think they do it though. Yeah, I don't think they have ever since they fixed the molds and whatnot. So yeah. So I think that's kind of a false claim at this point. Yeah, I don't really think I've seen issues with that ever. No. I like the colors. It reminds me of the Minterly switches from a few years ago. Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, it does kind of remind me of that too, now that you're mentioning it. Hello, Hove KP, how's it going? But yeah, I do like the milky top look as well. Both the look and also the top out sound from the milky top is pretty nice. Alright, so opening this up, we get accessories bag. It says indicator light module. Cool. Pokemon battle badge in Chinese. which I assume attaches with magnets or maybe screws. Then we got our foam pack, gasket pack, probably bump-ons as well. Foam kit, Thaki. Oh, it's Japanese? I didn't look. Ah! Oops, it fell. It's Japanese. Oh, it is. Oh yeah, you're right. My bad. Didn't read it. And we get PCB. Hot swap. Looks like it's 7U fixed ANSI with step caps lock support. And I think that's about it. And then we got a full pump plate. And then that's it. So that's it for contents here. Put it aside for now. Alright. Ooh. That's new. So it looks like there's a zipper that splits the top and the middle. The top and the bottom compartments. This is new. I wonder if other people will do this. This is new. You see this? This is kind of cool, actually. Although, it might not be beneficial for some cases where you need a little bit of extra space at the top and you don't necessarily want to close this. But this is neat. Kind of a good way to protect the bottom part too. The double zipper part. I like it. I really don't like these kinds of holders myself, these Velcro holders, but I know a lot of carrying cases that use them. I just don't like them because as soon as I like let them go, they'll like stick again. So that's something I don't like about them. But I mean that's what they're supposed to be for. So anyway, looks like we have this nice angled molded case from Studio. Maybe I'll just stick these guys over here. And then now they'll never come down. Okay. Alright. Wow. Party foul. Alright, so here's our Class 80. Looks like we got the Beige today. Sick. Alright, so let's take that out. Chunky boy. Centered USB-C port in the back. Yeah, I think the Velcro is redundant too. Then there's this part. I assume this is for the badge. Yeah, it's probably a magnet attached. These are not real buttons or anything, but it has like the old. This is kind of like the Game & Watch one, right? Kind of reminds me more like that than any Game Boy. And then here's the top. We have a pen holder sort of portion, and then we got some pretty intentional chamfers on the cutouts for the clusters. Kind of reminds me a little bit of the Marisi chamfers. Although obviously this is E-coated, so it's a little less noticeable, but you can see some intentional chamfers here at the edges. Pretty neat. This one's Win keyless. I'm not sure what this part is made of, but it's kind of textured. It's pretty nice. And internally, I believe this should have a buzzer as well as a solenoid. I can't really see them from here, but there's a daughter board in there for sure. So yeah, okay, let's open these guys up now. So here, oh, I see, we have the indicator light. If I decide to remove the, if I decide to omit the top right cluster, there is a indicator module here. It just uses 3 LEDs over here. There's the LEDs and the resistors. Using a ribbon cable. Here are the screws for it. Okay. Not sure if I'll use this, but it's an option. Then there's our badge, which we can replace later. And here we got some sort of gaskets. There's contents here. Okay, top bottom case, weight, FC controller badge, plate, buzzer, solenoid, accessories kit, keyboard carrying case, PCB. Okay, nothing else. That looks like a daughter board. And yes, this has a cherry styling for the case. Yeah, there's the daughter board. I guess this is an extra, but could help to just test. Oh, cool! They include a small screwdriver thingy here. That's kind of handy. I'm assuming then they must include the appropriate bits for it. They're right here. I'm not gonna use it for now, so I'm just gonna put it on the side. Plate screws. Okay, so for top mount if you want. Bump-ons. Nice. And that's it. Okay, so foam kit. Let's skip it. And then we got our plate and PCB. Love the cherry styling of this board. The more I see them, the more I want one. Don't you also have a few cherry cases, Rob? The full-size ones, maybe? There's our PCB. I thought you had a painted one. Right? And here we have our palm plate. Very nice. Okay, so let's see. So I guess we can install those bump-ons now. Oop. Single shot RGB Aussie keycaps. Wait, I used them last time though, on the RE. I'm using them again. I like to feature different people's work, to be fair, because if I repeat the same caps over and over, it kind of defeats the purpose of tagging him. Must have missed that stream. Oh, really? Oh, yeah. It was a few streams ago. A few full-size cherry. Yeah, right. There was the one case I sent you. I remember that. Oh, wait, that one's the one that was painted. NCR gray. Oh, that's nice. Nice color pick. Good choice. Can I remove this like this? No, it doesn't really fall off like that. Okay. Oh well. Okay, so let's put plate. I guess we can just get started with this. I'm just gonna make sure it works. I don't know if we can just test it like this. We'll see. I think I should be able to without the solenoid and whatnot. Hopefully that's not part of the full circuitry. Yep, alright, there we go. If it shows up, should be good. Gonna open, I think, Vial VL, that's what they use. Yep, Class80 V2, it shows up right there. So, it's right here on the screen. Okay, I can probably set that up. Layout, 7U. They had that opposite. Okay, alright, I'm gonna set a few of the shortcuts here. I don't really use scroll lock. Yeah, that's fine for now. All right, cool. I think probably everything's gonna work fine, but I can test a few things. All right, cool. That's good enough. Okay, great. So we're good on this. Hello, Mr. Mike. How are you? If you haven't checked out Mr. Captain Mike's GMK Cosmos interest check, it's a new interest check for a set that has sparkly resin mix for GMK double shot legends. Pretty cool. Neat idea. Color samples exist, so it's a thing that's gonna be a reality. Make sure to show some support over there if you haven't seen it. Have keycaps been redeemed? I believe not. No. All right. So let's move on and do some stabs. Oh, who's this? Mama Hoo Hoo. It's been a minute. How are you? How's life? Are you still out in Vietnam? Any CRP set? Alright. We can do that. Still in Vietnam, woke up very early. Fair. Wait, woke up very early on a weekend. On a Saturday. That's... What's the occasion? It's 4:30 a.m. there? Yeah, but what's the occasion to wake up so early on a Saturday? Or is that just your schedule? All right, let's go ahead and do our usual TXAP breaking in. GMK Regal? Yeah. Yeah, very dark purple. If you're into it. Blue crayon, hello. Why clip it out many times? Oh, so the basic explanation is if you grab a TX stab, a TX AP stab specifically, I think it's more relevant to the AP ones currently, and if you let the wire rotate, the wire doesn't come back even with the force of gravity. It doesn't rotate back. And the reason for that is because the wire clip is, the wire clip right here, right there, is very tight on the, the clip is very tight on the wire, so it doesn't rotate freely, basically. So by clipping in and out, or on and off multiple times, you're just breaking in the clip a little, just enough so that the rotation, the pivot point, is smooth enough. That's the point. Mostly done just so that it, after even you like lube it, right? Like you lube your stabs, it's doesn't have a bit of that extra sluggishness, you know, just in case. Like you can just go ahead and use them as is, not a problem actually, but the extra bit of sluggishness might contribute in a negative way, so I preferred, per suggestion from Mr. Juan from Dodgy Keyboards, who was kind to suggest this, like back in the first few weeks, months that the TXAP stabs had come out, to do this, to kind of loosen a little bit of the stab clip, and it was a good suggestion, so I kind of took it to heart and I've been doing it. And it's just so that the clip part loosens up. Like nothing else is really affected by it, and you're not really forcing it to bend any part of the stab or anything like that. So ideally, you're not like gonna ruin your stab. I mean, it really shouldn't. So yeah. Cycle 7 finally came in. Ooh, nice. TGIF indeed, though. Fog? What's fog? Is that the gray? Or was that blue? Sacrage boards, I follow your Instagram lining. Oh, nice. Welcome. Blue gray? Ooh, nice. And yeah, why not post it? I mean, well, it's up to you. If you want to share pictures and stuff. Yeah, there's a media like channel forum thingy on Discord on my server if you wanted to share, but it's up to you. Not obligated. It's mostly just there for people to share. Alright, so once that's done, like once you clip in and clip out, right, a few times, I just undo one, take my 205, put a little bit of 205 on my brush. For AP stabs, because the tolerances are a little tighter, I actually don't lube the housings anymore. I used to lube housings too, but I do it for like cherry, but I won't do it for like these TX. And in my case, I just lube the internal part of the stem where the wire is gonna go, because that's where the ticking or rattle will most often happen. And that's it. And then, you know, if you want, you can put a touch, barely a touch of it at on the sides of the stem, but yeah, just put the stem in, and then you can go ahead and lube the wire. For the wire, I'm a little bit more generous with the lube. I pretty much just cover it evenly with some 205 first, right? Just an even application of 205. Just brush. So by doing the brush, you're going to apply an even coat, and then at the end, I apply a little bead, a little extra bit of lube towards the end of the wire so that it doesn't tick or rattle. And that's mostly the amount you put. Is you can control it accordingly. It's kind of by experience or whatever works for you. So in my case, I just put a little extra and then just clip it on. My photo taking skills aren't great. Oh, understandable. It's fine. You don't have to feel obligated to post like really nice photos. You could ask ODM. ODM posted pictures of his Philco, and they can be potato pictures, and they'll still make it to to the banner. So it doesn't matter. Photo skills not required to share photos of your builds. You know, we admire good photographers, but we don't discriminate against anybody who just wants to share what they got. Like that's the whole point. Gonna toss GMK Indigo on that. Ooh, nice. GMK Indigo, pretty nice set as well. Came out nicely, the colors. Have you tried Molykote Lube on MX Browns finally? I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah. I don't remember purchasing any Molykote Lube, so I haven't. So I think that might be the main reason. But if I had it, like if I had the lube, like I would probably give it a shot. Like one batch of MX Browns or whatever switch people recommend it with. Just give it a shot and see how I like it. But I mean, a lot of the Cractex variants for me have done the job for like wet lubricants. So yeah, and if you really want to just go with the smooth but stock feeling, you can always just do RO59. But the only problem with RO59 is just effort to coat it a few times so that you can actually perceive the effects of the lube curing on the surfaces, right? Anyway, how's everybody doing? Do you guys have plans for the weekend? I think for us, tomorrow is gonna be a little bit of a rainy day, so not sure if we're doing too much ourselves, but maybe Sunday we'll like hang out. But yeah, you guys have plans? Do you put away the altar immediately, Diego? No, my partner stole it. Claimed. My partner is an ortho split ergo user, so she immediately claimed it and then got mad at me saying, why do you not get to keep that? Why do you not keep the builds I actually like? And I was like, I don't know, it's not my fault, I don't decide that. And so she stole it immediately. Kiwi. Oh. Yeah. Oh, Kiwi really doesn't want to be here. Oh no, he's okay now. Hi. Oh, nice. Nice throw. No. Okay, Kiwi, you want to lube some stabs? No, just kidding. Here, have one. Oh my god, don't try to have both at the same time. That's cheating. Kiwi, you want one more? The orange cat about to wreck Carnage? No, he's actually a pretty good boy. Pretty polite and pretty well behaved, relatively. I think there's worse reputation about other orange cats, but he's definitely not that bad. Whoop. You want to say something? I guess not. Okay, Kiwi, you can go. I don't want to keep you here and bother you, so you can go if you want. Do you want to stay? You can step on it. Okay. Okay. So where were we? Let's see. Choose tabs? No, he wouldn't. Oh, so I just got my Class 80, but the PC was damaged? Oh, the JST connectors. So you mean it's gotta be these guys, right? These guys? No, these two. That sucks. Wow, I'm actually surprised how it got damaged. Because if they came in the same case that I got it in, it like can't really rub against the keyboard case at least. So it must have been against the top part of the zipper case, right? Of the compartment. That's crazy. But what kind of shipping do they use? It might be pretty quick to get a replacement. Bought from KFA, so we'll see if they tell me to just resolder it. No way. I feel like they should just give you a replacement. At least, that's my... If I were a customer, I would just ask for a replacement. Straight up. Like, none of that, oh, can you repair it bullshit. It's like, no, just... Like, I'll send you the defective one. You guys can solder it back if you want to, but send me a new one. They squished it between the steel plate and the easy. Oh, no wonder. Okay, that's not good. Yeah, they should have put it at the back or at the front so that basically on one end it gets cushioned, because the cushion is on both the inner part of the compartment or on the basically on the double zippered portion, right? So they should have put it on either edge for PCBs. Yeah, for PCBs you always want to be careful about. I always, when I pack PCBs, I never pack them between rigid items facing the components, because that's asking for trouble, especially if it's like a plate. Shears it off. Like, that's how you get diodes sheared off. I mean, in this case, it's even worse because it was a JST, but yeah, that's a recipe for disaster for sure. That's a bummer, Harry. Well, at least I hope that the build today is a way to cope with the loss, and hopefully they'll replace it for you like early next week. Yummy Chan, hello. When will you build the Lily? I will be building the Lily early this coming week. I received it. I am currently in the process of prepping switches for it. And yeah, I will be building it early this coming week. The group buy opens over the weekend, March 10th, I believe. And so it should be fine, because the group buy is going to be open for 2 weeks. And I believe it's unlimited. And for those wondering what unit I got the blue-gray unit for the Lily. So if you were hoping to see the lilac, you won't get to see it. I mean, you can see the which units did Marker Chun get. I think he got silver and red, right? No, yes, I think so. So he has silver and red. I don't think anybody has it taupe. Is it, how do you pronounce that word? Taupe? Pronunciation. Yeah, taupe, right? Taupe. Anyway, I don't think anybody has that one, but Gawk has posted pictures of the lilac one as well, I think. So At least you get pictures of the units. Those are actual photographs, I believe. I don't know about I don't know about the taupe unit, but there are some photos in the Keycaps thread as well, though. So for the Lily, I'm going to probably build it with some tactiles, because Margaret Chan built his 2 units with GAT Deep Ping and MX Blacks. So I figured it's best for me to build the remaining proto out there with switches that it hasn't been built with, because you know that's kind of like the whole point of review units, is that you get a bit of variety to kind of know what it's like with different options, right? At least I try to do that when it comes to like promo review units or whatever. I usually try to check if other people have done content, and then if they have, then try to pick something that I have that also isn't an overlap with other people's, because if it does, then kind of pointless. There was a time I like, you know, there's times I overlap, but it's either inevitable because I was asked to do so, or because I didn't have other things to really show for it, or it's like redundant, like it's bound to be covered by other people anyway. Like cherry switches are, I feel like, actually surprisingly not as many always cover cherry, but I think I default to cherry really often, but not everybody always does, because there's so many other options now, especially like long poles and all these like harsh tactiles and whatnot. Do you own a label maker, Diego? I do, yeah. What kind of label maker? Like, I have a label printer for shipping, but I also do have a label maker for like bags, boxes, stuff like that. Like here. Zooted, yeah. Yeah, so I have a label maker for like things like that, like the 1/2 inch or whatever label makers. You need both? Well, I can make you recommendations. If you are going to get a thermal printer for shipping labels, like if you actually use a shipping label printer often, or like you have to, Rollo. No other thing I can recommend. I cannot recommend any other brand. Rollo is the best, period. Whether you get the wireless one or the wired, I don't care. But a thermal printer, specific at Rollo, is gonna basically last you forever. Like, yeah. I know people who have had theirs for, I don't know, more than 5 years, and no problem, keeps going. Yeah, Rollo, pretty much. And then I would say just get a stack of fanfold labels on like thermal label printers on like Amazon, and then that's it. Pretty cheap, and you never have to restock on any ink. If it's gonna be the wired one, it's gonna be always powered by the power, the power supply, which is gonna be the wall socket. So no batteries needed, no ink or toner needed. So yeah, it is expensive, but other label printers are actually more expensive, or can be just as expensive. So yeah, I think out of all the options, Rollo is definitely the most, at least personally, it's the best I've used. I've used some of the, what is that, Dymo, whatever the brand name is. I've used that one too, and I didn't like it as much. I think the Rollo has been the best in terms of balancing convenience versus speed versus just like the utility out of it. So yeah. Can't keep up with the emote game? Not me. I certainly can't either. Do not know much about the emote game. The emote meta. The one that Cap is always, Mr. Koopa is always up to date on. That's the meta. Whatever Mr. Koopa uses is the emote meta. If Ellie's emotes are popular and Mr. Koopa uses them, that is the meta. I just spam I can'ts. Fair. I can'ts are great though. I feel like I can't and really mad really depict a lot of what I feel in a day on average. I can't and really mad. Oh, yes, the waiting one is really good too. That one's good. That one's good. Yeah, I think if it's those, waiting, vanish, like no vanish, that one, the one that they just vanished to little dust, that one's really good too. Hey, you got any candy? Yeah, that one's cute. That one's adorable. I agree. Okay. Diego, word on the street is that the Philco PCBs are almost ready. What? No way. Any games on your phone? That's a good one. Alright, let's see. Done with the stabs, so let's put those on. I heard Philco mentioned. Yeah. No joke, I was busy making a Philco emoji. Oh wait, for real? A Philco emote sounds lit. I need to see it soon. Hold on. Sorry, my hands are just like greasy from the lube, I think. So there's like fur in here. Kiwi. Alright. Alright, so that's that. Hot swap, huh? Let's see, if it's hot swap, it might come with the screws, right? The little bump, let's see what's in here first. It's now in KB Gen? Okay, let me check. Oh yeah, here's the little standoffs. Oops. I believe these are for the hot swap stuff. So that you can just easily take off. Let me see. Oops. It's tiny. Ugh, it's hard to hold on to this one. Okay. There. Let me see. KB General. Oh shit, Philco emote. We need to add that into the server. ODM, are you in the, are you online? Are you here? If so, we must yoink Philco emote with permission from JRiggy. Also, we have so many slots, so if you're gonna yoink anything, honestly, for yourself, just yoink it to the server because there's like too many slots now. And I haven't yoinked anything in a bit, so. Frees up other people's emote slots, so it actually works out pretty well. I think this one goes here. Okay, and then last one. Man, these screws are tiny. At least they're magnetic, I guess. Add it. Sweet. Alright, that should be it for the standoffs. And I could probably just put it down like that. Sweet. Okay, nice. What are these? Hex? These are the small ones. So you just take the small countersunk screws and put them on. Okay, cool. And the rest of the screws are probably just for the plate. All right, let's put switches. Thank you for the Philco emote, Mr. JRiggy. Much appreciated. Pretty nice for stock. It really doesn't have a lot of that like long pole rattly sort of sound. I guess maybe the upstroke being dampened helps, but that's the one thing I'm definitely noticing. The application of lube on this is much more careful than a lot of pre-lube stuff, factory lube stuff out there. but that's only if you like long pull stitches. If you don't, then this probably isn't for you. Okay, let's test our stabs now. Okay, sounds pretty good to me. So let's move on. Diego, are you a shorts or sweatpants around the La Casa type of guy? Oh, it depends on the time of the year, and also depends how warm it is at home. In the winter or whenever it's kind of chilly, I'm a sweatpants type of person. But I would say like, so for example, like my old place, right? Not here. My old place would get really warm because so like a lot of heating in New York is like steam based. So I had one of those like radiator pipes going through my room, and it was like always on basically, and so it was always really warm. So there I was always just wearing shorts, like no matter what time of the year. So I would say like usually like basketball shorts type of person. Unless it's colder, then I would wear sweatpants. Diego, would you wear jorts willingly? Probably not. Mostly because I don't really have anything that goes with that. These Milmax sockets don't fit in the Cycle 7 PCB? Oh, really? Oh, that's a bummer. Show pants right now, please. I mean, like here. Wait. Ugh. There. Pants. No rules, no pants. Those are Uniqlo ones, aren't they? Yeah, I think so. I think these are Uniqlo ones. Yeah, I recognize the pattern. Yeah, I mean Uniqlo stuff is pretty comfy, especially just to wear home. You know? I'm not a big fashion type of guy, so I don't have anything fancy. So Uniqlo is about the extent to which I go. I actually do kind of wonder what CRP is gonna sound like with these switches. Usually I would know what they would sound like with like MX, Cherry MX stuff, but or like GAT, but I'm not sure about these SWK. I'd imagine it's probably okay though. Do you have any colorway suggestions for a new sculpt? Carbon and hyperfuse in mind so far? I mean, key set colorways are always the easiest. I mean, because they're pretty much predetermined. But I mean, I feel like there's other combos that go pretty well. Like maybe like a cool gray with a little bit of purple and some blue, like a dark blue or something like that. Or maybe like, I mean, you know, you have to all the classic stuff like black, white, red. You have if you want like more key set stuff, there's like some more niche stuff like blue and yellow, kind of like Nautilus. there's obviously like green and white. Emerald greens tend to go well with like, yeah, grays or whites. But I mean, there's a lot of combos that would probably go well. Pastels, pretty underrated if you like pastels at all, but pastels always kind of a maybe a little bit more niche. Like a lilac with a little bit of like a darker pink or something like that. I don't know. Gracias, man. No problem. How about a Mexico colorway? Just I mean, well, I guess Italian too counts. Just go for a green, white, and red. I guess that eventually basically just like Christmas though, so probably not that good. Kind of too Christmassy. All right, that's the build here. So let's test it out, mount it, and check out the build itself. So let me see also if I'm missing anything. Green, white, and red can be anything. That's true. It's so generic. It's pretty. I think brown kind of colorways also. I mean, well, actually, you've done a lot of brownish, orangish, brownish kind of stuff, so maybe not. But I'm like thinking maybe like also like a minty green and white can go well, or like a minty wheat, like a kind of like a minty green, white, blue, something like that. A bit more like sea foam kind of tone, or like turquoise. I don't know. Just trying to think out loud here, but Pantone 3155C, so specific. All right, so let's try this and maybe top mount. Sound good? Let's open this bad boy up. Definitely have pastels. Oh, plans for pastels. Okay, that's fair. Easter. Lots of beige this week. There's lots of beige every time. Lilac and pink idea. Yeah. Something like that. I don't know. I would say like looking at some colorways that pop a little bit more can be more interesting. Like there was that. For example, okay, like a colorway that I thought was super underrated and looks super sick was some of those. There was some recent Bogan caps that he did. There was one that was like this New Balance base one that was really nice. That like bluish green kind of color with like something neutral to balance it out. That was good. That one was good. Like kind of like in between colors are pretty cool. And then in between colors that are like semi-vibrant, and then you add something neutral to it, like a light gray or like a white. For the separation though, like it has to be. I personally think I've always been in the camp of simple is nicer, like especially like separate shots of color, right? Instead of like marble or like twirly kind of colorways, right? Like instead of like combined colors. So yeah. Okay, so nothing here that I would paint or anything. Okay, so this is what the internals look like. Ooh, it's kind of complex. Let's check it out from the overhead. There's a solenoid over here. Then let me see. There is a toggle thing here, I think. Yeah, there's a toggle switch here at the bottom that I assume toggles between the buzzer and the solenoid. There's a toggle switch that goes between 3 of them. So that's probably buzzer, solenoid, and none of the 2. Obviously, this is the daughter board for the USB-C here. This is the daughter board for the solenoid controller. So yeah, and then this is interesting. I actually don't know what this is made out of. Kind of looks like, I think it's carbon fiber or something like that, but it looks interesting. I could look at the listing to see what it is. Case materials. Oh, it says aluminum, but weight is stainless steel. Oh, I think it's stainless steel then. Okay, so I guess this is steel. Oh yeah, okay. It's steel with some kind of like coating or something like that. Very nice. Very cool looking. Alright, let's go ahead and mount the plate though. So I think this just kind of goes up like that. And then if it's top mount, you just put the screws on here. Oh, these are, which screws are they? Is it these ones? Yeah, okay. Why are these Phillips though? Kind of strange. They're Phillips for whatever reason. Peach fuzz is the color of the year and could go with Easter or pastel. Yeah, I guess that would work too, yeah. I love how the red pops on the altered colors. Oh yeah, yeah, because the red is the vibrant color there, right? And then you got the gray to sort of mute the rest of it out. Like it's not just like the big pop of color. Because red is such a strong color, yeah. So for the top mount, it looks like we have like these symmetrical mounting points. There's just 8 of them, and they're kind of like everywhere here. We could actually skip the spacebar and see how it goes, although I wonder if it will just tap against the case. So I'm not 100% sure if I want to do that, but we can see. I think I should be able to skip it though. Let me double check if it would like hit against the case if I like. I think it'll be fine. I don't think it'll like rattle. Okay, let's try it without the spacebar mounting point here. This stab is not perfectly mounted yet though. Hi, hello, rotate quick, how are you? I don't know what's sort of stopping this stab here. Oh, I see. Okay, hold on. That one side of the stab here a little bit loosened up, and I think it's because it's just not perfectly clipped on the other side. Good, I'm new to the hobby. Oh, I see, welcome. If you got any questions and stuff, you can feel free to ask. It's just the clip being a little stubborn here. Let's probably use these little clips for the... Chad, do I force these hot swap sockets into the PCB? Depends. You may, if they're actually way too big, you may actually strip the copper. You may actually end up stripping the copper out of the pads, and basically you're gonna get a dysfunctional pad. So you might wanna just double check how much of a margin you have to work with over here. Like, how far off is it really from fitting? Like, if you, the question is basically this: if you were to heat up your socket, right, with like the soldering iron, and you just pushed it a little harder, would it actually go in? Because the heat would help it. If it wouldn't, then probably best not to force it. Like, if it's just a little bit of force it needs, then okay. But if it seems like it's a lot, maybe try it with one. But if it seems like a lot, then don't, you know? I tried one socket dry, no heat. Yeah, sometimes the heat might be necessary, sort of. But the only thing is you don't want to shave off the pad. Because that can happen. Basically by forcing something to shear off that edge of the pad here. And it did go in. Oh, okay. It did go in. Okay. I think that might work. I mean, so can you try the second one that corresponds to the same switch, and this time maybe try the soldering? Oh, you don't have a soldering iron, right? That's why you're using hot solder. Oh, no wait, you're using Mil-Max, so you have a soldering iron. So you should try putting the other one in. Some copper did shave off, but yeah, why don't you just try the other one and see if it works? If it does, then it means you can probably do the rest. No problem, just gotta be a little bit more careful. Like, just a little careful. Careful enough just to not shave off all the copper off. Because once they're in, right? So you just want to be sure that it won't... It's not actually just dysfunctional by forcing it in, so... If you can verify that that switch works, then I think the rest are pretty much covered. I put this last screw. Yeah, I think I should. I'm thinking this screw is, if it's gonna stay without a screw, I think it might actually rattle because of the plastic. Because the plastic plate's too easy to push against. If you're like an alu plate, I think that would be different. But I think for the palm, it's not gonna work out. Oh, who's this, Mr. Extra Prius, please? Hello. Oh, what's up, MSA? What's good? What's cooking? Dodgy so good. Oh, nice. You built a 6-0, I guess. Thanks for the raid, though. You got plans for the weekend, Mr. EPP? close here. Snowboarding, ooh, nice. That sounds fun. And then going to my friend's garage sale. Oh, cool. Me? Probably just chill for a bit. And then actually, this coming week is my birthday. So I think we decided to go out for food next weekend, but probably just gonna hang out and, you know, just chill out. Might have a gathering with some friends to play some board games. And just hang out, you know. I know that Saturday, tomorrow is gonna be like a rainy day, but Sunday should be nice. So, yeah, might just hang out with friends and chill out. But yeah, honestly, I've just been waiting for a chill weekend. So probably aim to do not much, essentially. Aim to do not too much and not too little. And thank you. When's your birthday? It's on Monday. I thought it was March 6th. I mean, so that would have been 2 days ago. Why do you not say happy birthday 2 days ago then? So if it were March 6th, actually, why would you not congratulate me already? SMH. Someone told me it isn't. Yeah, well, there you have it. Oh, I forgot about the badge. Crap. How do I take out this badge though? Is this like a magnet, by the way? Because if it is, can I just like swap it out with a spudger? Mine's the Monday after yours. Oh, 1 week away. Cool. That's nice. I think this is a magnet based thingy. Can I? Ooh, I see. It is. Oh, okay. That's easy. There is a little slot here. All right. Look at that. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. There's also just a blank one, but let's put the little Pokemon one. Looks nice. Alrighty. Whoa, chunky board. I think Mr. ODM earlier redeemed for some CRP, so we're gonna try that out. All right, got a centered USB here, and then do these guys work too? There's a beeper. Sweet. All right, we can get keycaps. Let me see what CRP sets I got here. CRP. I got available. Oh, whoops, wrong page. I have a bunch, but I have like Hebrew, I have just like regular English, I have Cyrillic orange, Cyrillic red. I have JI pink. I also have Taiwanese. Peacock, probably. Tulip. I think I have APL as well available. So you guys can choose one if you want, but you don't have to. All right, let me choose one then. Let's see. Feel like for this one, we could try the Taiwanese one I have here. I think this might work. Oh, sweet. Quiet chat today? Yeah. It is a Friday. So. Kiwi not so quiet though. Was that Kiwi? Oh, he got quiet now. How come you were able to pull up an early stream today? I didn't have much going on. I've been busy, but I just had like a bigger deadline this past week, so I kind of like had that, and then it got less busy. So it's kind of like my quiet period of time, but then probably will pick back up next week. So taking advantage of the fact that it's a bit quieter than usual. Gio, wow, I haven't seen that name in a bit. How are you? Good to see you. I'm doing all right. I was just saying how I was kind of busy lately, but it's been a bit more calm as of the past 2 days. You know. But I'm doing well. Still in New York. Do you just speak Spanish to Kiwi? No, I didn't. I did not say anything in Spanish. Just hanging around? That's good. What's exciting these days? You into anything fun? New hobbies? New ongoings? New life events? Have a great one. Have a good one. Thanks again for the raid extra. Yes, please. If you haven't followed him, check his streams out. He also builds keyboards. And happy early birthday. Thank you, thank you. Oh, what's up, Kiwi? You want to come over? Yeah. Oh, hi. Hello. What's up? Oh, yeah, Pisces Diego? Yeah. Rawr. Hi, Kiwi. Why do they put us at the bottom of the horoscope? No clue. Is it true the Hammermade CRP have recessed stems now? Well, these ones aren't, but somebody said that they have recessed stems. These ones don't, though. I think this is R5, and they don't have it. Maybe the current round that's shipping, which is R6, I think people are saying, but I haven't seen it. Wait, only the space bars? I mean, this one isn't. This one is pretty much the same as everything else, from what I can tell. This one actually sits a little higher than the skirt sits a little higher than it should. I mean, on this case anyway. This case is, like the walls are not as tall. So you can see a little bit of the underside. Noob question, but what is the difference between recessed and non-recessed? The simplest answer is to check like the bottom side of any like cherry profile keycap, like especially like GMK is a perfect example. But like for example, let me show you here. I'm not sure if I can show it easily, but so if you look closely here, excuse me. This one, the CRP over here, oops, sorry about the movement. The CRP over here is not recessed, and the GMK here is recessed. Do you see how the stem sits slightly lower, I mean slightly more inward compared to the wall, the end of the wall part there, but the CRP is in line with the stem? The end of the cap is in line with the stem, whereas in the case of the GMK isn't on the left. That's what recessed is. What that basically does is it allows the keycap to sit a little lower than the walls of the stem would typically, I mean the walls of the keycap would typically allow you to. So by sitting slightly lower, it allows the keycaps to sort of sink into the case a little bit more. And so yeah, so a lot of keyboards could be designed around cherry profile, but then if you have a keycap set that doesn't have the recessed stems, then they'll kind of appear like they're floating a little higher. Yeah, that's the main thing. All right, we can do artisans for the rest. We can do, ooh, you know what? Maybe this time I can do, I think Mr. what's his name? Mr. Mick Fernando asked for RGB, but instead of the RGB Aussie, maybe we can try the RGB from Hungerworks Studio, because I have those. And then for the escape, I don't know. Maybe this time I'll do this Pilgrim sody caps. So it looks as follows. Pretty nice. Alright. So from the side you can see CRP has the skirt a little too high here because the case here is not designed to sit too well with these non-resist stems, I think. So you can see a little bit of the underside of the cap of the keycap here. Is your favorite layout TKL? Aesthetically, yes, and then for regular use, 60% for sure. It's my favorite, my preferred layout anyway. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much how I feel about layouts. I use other layouts too, like 65, 75, that's okay, but I still think 60 is the most compact that I use well, so it's the most practical for me. But for yeah, for aesthetics, I think TKL is like the best. Okay, so let's go ahead and try this out. Where's my monkey type thingy? Here it is. Okay, I'm gonna stop the music too. 60s when I need to sweat in games with TK over there daily. Yeah, that's fair. Alright, so here we have our Class 80 round 2 built up here. And this is currently built with these JLab Ripple switches. These are these long pole SWK manufactured switches with a pump stem nylon housing and some sort of lubrication formulation that they have done in a very light way, but it's pretty smooth. It also has this dampened upstroke thanks to like this physical cut on the rail at the top part of the stem. And yeah, long pole, 58 gram bottom out, and these are currently mounted on a palm plate. So got a SWK switches on a palm plate. And right now, excuse me, we have no foam on this Class 80. And let's try it out. Alright, so kind of sounds a little hollow. So actually I have some case foam might help. I think it's just the case though, because the caps on the switches sound pretty good, but there is a little bit of like reverb from the case. So I feel like just putting the case foam in probably would help. But that's like pretty much my only like gripe with the sound right now. All right, here are the mods. Yeah, especially the bottom row, kind of hollow. Better than the 12 words per minute Altair X. Yeah, this is CRP, yeah. Yeah, this is CRP. I do feel like this one might benefit actually from the foam kit that we had earlier. So let me get that. I think just the case foam would be good on this. So if I were to change this a little, I would just get the few layers of case foam that they have and adjust accordingly. I think they got some here. So if you guys are getting a Class 80 or you have one, yeah, I think it does sound a little hollow with the case being a little bit empty. So this has, they have a few layers that are like very thin, so you can actually adjust how much you decide to put in. So that's kind of neat. I actually like that. I actually like that they don't give you a one thick layer of foam, because that means you can just adjust it accordingly. Curious how it sounds with ABS. Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know what this would sound like exactly with ABS, but I feel like it would change if I change the full board with it too. So like I'm just changing the middle ones here. I feel like the characteristic of the switch is really masking out the sound too, because it's kind of loud. Yeah, the switch is kind of loud. It makes me want to find an NCR80. Oh yeah, those are pretty good. They're pretty cheap too. For the, like, they're pretty good for the price, which is pretty sweet. Alright, I'm gonna try adding some foam on this and seeing how that goes. Let's try some case foam. Oof, okay, that's a tight space in here. So I'm just gonna like carefully place it on top, because I don't want to like have to unplug all that. I'm just gonna carefully like place it there. Maybe I'll do 2 of the 3 layers. It's probably enough. But let's see. 1 and I think 2 should be good. That way we don't have to fill up the entire case with this pour-on, or I think it's pour-on foam. Just this should be, I think, enough for this particular case. And then let's close it all up again. I'm Okay. The bottom has a Pokemon fight. Yeah, so this has a. It's like a interchangeable plate. So it has like badges. It's magnetic. It's just a magnetic plate here. You just put it in the middle, and then the cover goes on top of it. It's pretty cool. Little accent piece. There's a blank one that it came with, and then the Pokemon one that it came with. Pretty cool, huh? They probably can, I mean, they could make other ones too, I suppose. Yeah, pretty fun. Is this a personal build? Technically, kind of. But, like, I think I get to keep it around. Like, the unit. But it's not like I, like, asked for it or anything. I think it's mostly out of because shipping it back costs a lot. So they were like, just keep it around for now. Oh, Kiwi went to bother. Alright, let's see how this sounds. Oh, that's much better. Okay. Okay, Kiwi. Kiwi's demanding for food, if you can tell. Yeah, this is a lot nicer. Less hollow and also not like full of foam sounding, you know? You should just feed him. Kiwi's desperate for food, if you can tell. Alright, so let's try this now with these 2 layers of foam instead of the 2 or the 3. Just case foam now. CEO wants dinner. No, he doesn't have to do tricks for. Oh wait. For S words he does, but not for dinner. Not obligated for dinner. CEO so loud, only demanding for food. All right, let's try this out now. Same build, and a little bit of case foam. Excuse the sounds in the background. Maybe I should wait. Maybe I'll wait a little. Oh my gosh, she's so desperate for dinner. Vinny, hello. Do you guys like the Kiwi emote? I think it's so cute. Is that Mr. COI here? Yeah. He's waiting for dinner to be served. All right. What's taking so long? Kiwi demands his food. Right, meow. Grr. Okay, all right, let's get started. Pretty nice. I even typed faster this time. But yeah, I think the case foam pretty much solves that slight hollowness issue, so that was perfect. Doesn't really feel stiff because of the case foam either. So I think the fact that they provide layers, like thin layers, several thin layers of case foam is perfect. This is great. This is the approach most people should take for case foam, but I don't think they do. I personally really like this. Just several layers of case foam so that you can adjust how much you put is always really nice. But yeah. All right, here are the mods this time. Pretty good. Pretty nice sounding now. Very clean sound, I agree. I do wish the CRP stems were recessed so that this wasn't showing as much, but then again, I think with GMK this would just sink right into the case, so which is fine. But other than that, the sound is pretty good. I mean, obviously we can type with the solenoid, I think. This is the solenoid. Oh, that's the buzzer, so this is the buzzer. It's gonna be kind of loud. Very obnoxious. And this is the solenoid. So that's the solenoid. I would say the buzzer is the more obnoxious. Like, this is worse. I think this is like, at least like it has the mechanical aspect of this metallic plunger hitting this casing. But the buzzer is just like chirping, okay? It's just a really obnoxious chirp. So, yeah. Solenoid is pretty good. I like the solenoid one. I don't really like the buzzer. I really don't. It's too high pitched. It's too obnoxious. But even then, regular typing is pretty sweet on this. So, pretty good. Solenoid sounds good to me. Yeah, I actually like the solenoid as well. I mean, at least personally, I do like the sound of the solenoid. Not something I would use like for long periods of time at a time, but definitely something that I think is like cool, nifty, you know. So I like it, like as a concept and just in general, but not something I would use all the time for sure. All right, there's for the thumbnail here. All right, and boom. I think that's good. All right, sweet. So what's next? I guess that's pretty much the build. So let's see. Oh. This is struggling here. All right, so I can show off the board though now. So just to show you what this looks like. Obviously, this can hold a pen if you would like to. Has a pen holder, pretty sweet. And If you can see here, there is a large forehead, kind of similar to old vintage cherry cases, just that this is a TKL only, not a full size. Has the classic cherry style lip, and the side profile is pretty much like that too. Oh, it looks like I may have screwed this in not as tight, but yeah, there's the side profile as well for the case. And then the bottom part, so it has the center USB port in the back. Oh yeah, I should need to screw this a little bit tighter. I think I didn't screw it all the way in. There we go. And there's the back with the interchangeable badge. I think this is a nifty thing. I like that, the Pokemon battle thing. Yeah, this part is pretty dope. And it looks like we have, yeah, that's pretty much what it is. And the interchangeable badge is super easy to replace too. Like, you just put a spudger in, blip, take it off, replace, put it back on. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. What's the weight built? This is pretty heavy too. Let me get the scale. So built up, this is okay, there's a 0. 8 pounds and 6 ounces, so that's like 4 kilos. 3.8 kilos. But yeah, 8 pounds, 8.5 pounds pretty much. 8.5 pounds built. It's a chonker. For sure. It's pretty heavy. It's pretty heavy. I mean, 4 kilos is definitely on the heavier side for boards. So, but yeah, I dig it. Actually pretty nice sounding now that I put this case foam. The what is that? The incline of this case is also pretty decent. Like the angle, it's like a looks like it's maybe like a 7-degree typing angle or something like that, right? So pretty cool. Pretty good, I think. Does not sound as good as the NTR80. NTR80 is a plastic case though, right? So, or no, wait, is NTR? Yeah, NTR80 is a plastic case. I'm confusing with the Jura 80 for whatever reason. Yeah, I think plastic case in general sound pretty good too, though. But they're kind of different, I think. Very different kind of comparison, I think. But yeah, I think for the price, you definitely get a better bang for the buck for the NTR80 than this. Yeah. Yeah, I think spacious plastic cases are a definitely better alternative compared to a pure alu case, especially if it's going to be like a bigger one. Plastic tends to do better in the sound department. Depends too. I guess depends how you implement it, but yeah. More thought, yeah, exactly. I mean, for the price, this isn't bad. This is $355 for A stock, plus $30 in shipping. So, yeah, I mean, it's not too bad. Okay, let us wrap things up slowly. So how about we wrap things up here? Oh yeah, I got something. Maybe I can do a little quick teaser, but next stream, which is gonna happen early next week, not this weekend, but early next week, we're gonna have the Gawk Lily, whose group is gonna go live over the weekend, I think on the 10th. And I can show you guys the unit I have here. just put it in this box temporarily, but obviously it's just a temporary box. It came in like pieces of foam. Pretty sure this like shipped straight to me from the factory, or maybe from Mr. Kevin from Type Plus. But Gawk what? Lily, like the flower. Also, it's about to hit an ad, so and I can't. I'm running out of snoozing, so I'm gonna wait a minute to show this. So you're gonna have to wait a minute. But I'm so close to showing it here. I already told you what color it is, though. Ads, people with ads are about to get hit, so I have to wait. I don't want to be that guy. At least my ads are the shortest ones. Pretty sure my ad break is like a minute because that's the least I can do, I think. It's really annoying. Stupid. There. It's okay. It was on a public server anyway, so it was fine. Weird. All right, we have to wait 50 seconds though. There was nothing to leak though. It was on a public server. Do you show it yet? No. I'm waiting 30 more seconds. Ad break ends in 30 seconds. Apparently. So I have to wait. Oh, Kaneki is running Jimk Delta, huh? That's cool. That's a nice set, but I remember I didn't. Oh, that's right. I didn't like it because it used WS2 for the white color. Such a bad idea. I think I'm scared of the whole yellowing thing of the WS2 color. I do have a WS2 set. I think I have monochrome the first round. That's been okay, but I feel like I've heard a lot of horror stories with bleached and with other sets. I feel like there's some other sets that have WS2, but yeah. All right, here it is, the Lily from Gawk in blue gray. So there it is, Blue Gary HKB. That's the side profile. This one, I asked for the stainless steel with the non-polished stainless steel. This is sandblasted. So none of that fingerprint magnet. I don't like it. Fingerprint magnets. So this is just sandblasted stainless steel. There's the back. Yeah, pretty nice. The internals over there, you can see it has the little divots for the stabs. That's for the Lily accent piece that's polished, and then that's like the mid piece, right? The daughter board goes underneath there, right there, which is already installed actually. But yeah, lick test to confirm beautiful anno. It tastes cold. Cold and metallic. This is perfect though. This blue gray is lovely. It really is blue and gray. Like, it really is blue gray. Here from the side cam, if you want to see, let me change it to... Oops. And that, folks, is how COVID-24 started. Word. Yeah, there it is. Real shame people will use beige on it. Facts. I don't know what I'm gonna use on this yet, actually. Sawara could be good on this, actually. I don't know. I learned HKB for this beauty. Why not? Just do it. Do it. Learning HKB, you will not regret it for the rest of your life. It is not true HKB. No, this is 7U HKB, so symmetrical MX style HKB. Yeah, so pretty cool though, right? Oops, there. Stupid Discord thing. Alright, so that's pretty much the Lily, which I'll build sometime next week. That will be, I think, in the early part of the week. I need to coordinate. I'm gonna see what time I'm gonna pick for the stream. Honestly, I'll be frank with you. The chances that I'll be streaming in the evening are higher. So if you're in the EU, kind of sucks for you. But the chances that I will stream at a time that's Asia friendly is more likely than not. Just because also GOG will be awake when I stream that kind of stuff, you know? So yeah, is that an LED strip bottom right? Yes, it is LED diffuser section, yeah. Yeah. The indicator. Yeah. Elitism from Diego, gatekeeping. I can't do anything about time zones, bro. I can't do anything about it. Time zones are time zones. Nothing I can do about that shit. How about you just move to North America? Just kidding. Anyway, yeah. Just adjust your watch forehead. Yeah, just pretend like it's 7 p.m. and you'll be fine. Anyway, yeah, so that's the Lily, but yeah, I'll be doing this early next week. I'll probably announce the day and time, try to figure it out 1 day in advance, 24 hours in advance ish, maybe 18 to 24 hours in advance, so that people can just get a heads up, just to note the time. I know that most people tend to join streams when they are like, oh, someone's live, okay, I'm just gonna go check it out. So I figure it's probably okay with a 1 day advance notice. Are you buying a unit yourself, or do you decide after testing it? I believe I get to keep this. I believe. I mean, I did choose the color, so I think I get to keep it. Anyway, yeah. But then I saw the other colors. Like, I saw the taupe and the actually the red. I'm like meh on. I like red keyboards, but the problem with red is that it's red. Red is a very strong color. It's nice, but after you own one red board or so, it's kind of like, don't think I need more red. Is the way I feel about red, like, or strong colors like that. So I tend to go for more neutral colors like gray, blue, gray, that kind of stuff. So that's why I chose this one. The lilac was my second choice probably, and I think I didn't know about the taupe color until more recently, but that taupe color is also super nice. Silver, definitely go for silver if you are like, you're like, I gotta have silver in beige, or I got half silver because the classic, whatever, yada yada. It's gonna be the most elegant look, blah blah blah. Works. I think the lilac is the most motif aligned color, right? But yeah. OTD red is the only red board to get. Isn't OTD red? Well, OTD red is questionable too, though. You know, like if you're talking about OTD red for the mini in a certain round, the OTD red was actually more like pinkish. Had a good bit of magenta in it, but yeah. I don't get any pinks. Fair. All right. Well, let's wrap it up, shall we? So yeah, this was the Class80. You know, if you're curious about the Class80, check it out. It's in stock, 355 US. Shipping's like $30 or so, and yeah. Let's see if anybody else is streaming at the time. I'm actually not sure. I got raided by Mr. Extra Prius, and then don't know if anybody is currently live though. Oh, I see Mr. I see Thrash and Tony currently streaming. They're doing some keyboard chores. If you want to join them, we can go raid them. Don't think I've raided them in a bit. And the rest, I think, makers and crafting are currently pretty quiet. So I think for keywords, that's pretty much where we can go. All right, I'm going to use my Lily wrist rest over here. Raid Thrash and Tony. That's our raid message, and yeah, we'll just call it here. I hope you guys have a good weekend. Have a good rest of your Friday if it's still Friday for you. If not, take it easy. But yeah, I'll see you guys early next week for the Gawk Lily. I'll see you guys then. Okay. Oh, and if you're curious on what switches I'm gonna use, by the way, I'm preparing MX Browns, so I'm gonna be building the Lily with MX Browns. Just FYI. There's no secret to it, because Marker Chun did MX Blacks and Gateron Deep Pinks, so I figured tactile is the move, and if it's tactile for me, I prefer light tactiles, and if it's light tactiles, I prefer MX Browns. So MX Browns is the move, and so that's what I'm gonna be building with. All right, guys. I'll catch you guys next time. Take it easy. Have a good rest of your weekend. My bad, and take care. Bye bye.